Hello and welcome to today's Trade Radiators video. Today we're going to show you how to add inhibitor to your heating system using the F&E tank, which is called the feed and expansion tank that you usually find up there in the loft. This is a very easy way of adding inhibitor to your heating system. Now what a lot of people do that's wrong is they'll go up, find their tank, get their bottle of inhibitor and just pour that in. That doesn't really go into the system. So all you need to do is follow these very easy steps and that'll be a great guide to show you how to put inhibitor into your heating system. I hope you enjoy the video. The first thing you need to do is make sure that your heating system and hot water are switched off. Now you need to get a hose and find a drain off for the heating system. Pop the hose on the drain off and open it up, then you should be able to pop back up to your F&E tank and find that the ball valve has dropped and is allowing mains water into the system. So here we are up by our F&E tank. We know that's the F&E tank because this one's running, and also if you've got another really large tank next to it, that's very likely to be the hot water supply to your taps. So anyway, this is our F&E tank here. As you can see, we've got our ball valve running, and what we need to do is we need to stop the flow of water going into the system. Now we can do that one of two ways. We're lucky here because we've got a valve on here that we can shut off, but a lot of the time what you might have to do if there's no valve there is either go downstairs and find your mains water in valve and turn that off, or what a lot of plumbers do is they'll get a stick across here and they'll actually just tie the ball valve up with a piece of string or a bungee. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to turn this water supply off here, and then we're going to wait for this tank to empty. Once this tank is empty, we're going to wait a further 2 minutes. We're going to pop downstairs and close our drain off outside with our hose on it. So let's turn this off now. Now's also a good time to get a closer look at the state of your tank. If you find that the tank is in this kind of state, it's a great idea now to either try and get a wet vac up here just to clean all this lot out. Right, we're back outside. We've waited 2 minutes now, so I'm just going to go back and switch off our drain off. So as you can see, we let the system run and drain out for a further 2 minutes and then popped downstairs and closed our drain off. Also, you can see that I've popped my wet vac up here and cleaned out this tank, cleaned out any scum there was. If you don't have a wet vac, use a jug and a bucket and also a cloth to wipe out anything before you put any inhibitor in. So now all I've got to do is get my tub of inhibitor, undo the lid and pierce it, and then pour it into my tank like so. One tub of inhibitor will do 10 radiators usually. So add the inhibitor to the amount of radiators that you've got in the house. So what I'll do now is very simple. We'll just turn the water back on and allow the system to fill up normally with a diluted mixture of inhibitor and water going into the system. Right, so there we go. Our inhibitor has now gone into the system and we've filled this up. The ball valve stopped running. So the next thing we need to do before we do anything else is go around every radiator with our radiator key and vent any air out that may be present. We've got our insulation net around this. There we go. Last one done. Right, so I've filled up the heating system now, we've vented all the radiators. All we need to do now is turn the heating system back on and leave it on auto or on whatever setting you usually have it on. And you might still find that you need to pop around a few radiators over the next few days just to bleed some air out. But other than that, the system should be fine. I hope you found today's video informative and helpful. If you need any more help or any more information, please visit our website at traderadiators.com. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.